Welcome to another episode of A World Made of Cardboard. Reviews, designs, redesigns, presents. I'm not sure what to call this video today because I'm not talking about cardboard. Instead, I am talking about FansProject's Function 15 MADLAW, released in 2014. This plastic toy is an homage to one of my favorite G1 transformers, the 6-changer Quickswitch. By looking at this toy, I hope to describe how I look at toys in general, from a design and engineering point of view. As a kid, I always took my toys apart to see how they worked. As I got older, I would redesign many of my toys and even make new ones out of cardboard, the only material I had available to me at the time. Today we're going to look at this toy and modify it to make it into a toy that to me is closer to the G1 original Quickswitch. I hope to explain what goes through my head as I design my own paper model toys that show up on this channel from time to time. Yes, you are going to be getting into my head. Scary. First, let's look at how the FansProject's designers intended for him to be transformed. All these modes are as shown in the included instruction booklet. The Wood Runner. This mode is just odd. He seems long and thin, and the hind legs look more like sticks than animal legs. The side cannons, designed to fill the lower leg gaps in robot mode, fold out. These will become something of an issue in later modes. That's not to say that everything is bad about this design. I really like how the front hands and claws change. This is an ingenious design. This is the laser shot mode. This mode seems like an afterthought. A reoccurring problem with 6-changers. At least one mode has to look like an afterthought. With the addition of a second hinge, the Woodrunner head becomes the handle for the gun. Then there is the obvious gap in the back of the weapon, and the flattened drill bit is on top. Though the drill bit in this form is not that big of a problem, it will be an issue in other modes. The airstrike is the jet mode. This is where the drill bit starts to become a problem. The drill bit just hangs off the back. Because of the way the robot legs fold up, the jet seems wide. The cannons that are on the sides of the Woodrunner mode now sit on top of the jet pointing backward. Since the same cannon part is used on both sides, screws are visible on one side and not the other. I don't mind screws showing up in Transformers, but there needs to be some symmetry on the top of the jet. Aquaforce. It's a boat. This is one of the most compact and coherent modes of MADLAW. Even though the drill bit hangs off the back of the mode, it's one of my favorite modes. Everything tabs and folds into place nicely. The Dirt Driller is an example of a staple of many Japanese sci-fi franchises, the drill tank. Though this is the mode in which the drill bit is supposed to be used, it just looks so small now. I know this may be an unpopular opinion, but as a kid, I personally never liked drill tanks. It's obvious that this drill tank is not going underground with such a small drill. It's okay to like drill tanks, but I personally never really liked them. Don't get me wrong, I love this toy, but I really don't like how some of the modes look. Also, when attempting to make my own modes, I found parts just got in the way. And then there was that drill bit. So I decided to let the engineer designer in me take over. I removed the side guns from the lower legs. I was pleasantly surprised at how small the post is to hold the guns onto the legs. I also removed the drill bit. It was held on by one screw and a panel with a peg inserted into a hole. I had to use some tweezers to get underneath the panel to pop it off. Now let's see each mode and see how MADLAW works without these parts. Very little change to the robot mode. The flattened drill bit no longer hangs off the back. The lower legs now have a large gap in the back, but the original G1 Quickswitch had that same issue. Since the drill bit is gone, the post that held it on can be moved into place and will not have to be moved again for any other mode. It is out of the way for all other modes. Now that the legs can be angled, the animal mode has a smaller looking body and even a bobtail. Though the cannons can still attach to the neck, I like putting them on the back of the animal to give it an arched back look. I think this looks closer to the Flying Puma of the G1 toy. Yeah, Flying Puma. Just use your imagination. When folding the legs up completely, the cannon posts can now just be folded over. The laser gun no longer has the big open gap in the back. Though there is still a gap, it is smaller. The removal of the drill bit allows for the folded up arms to be placed on top. This makes the gun mode have a similar shape to the G1 toy. The jet mode is totally redesigned. The legs are connected together and the cannons are put into holes on the folded up arms. The bottom of the jet is now flat, and the cannons and the flat cover can be used as landing pads. The jet mode is essentially flipped over. The wings are now high on the body and the engines are under the wings. This is closer in design to the G1 toy. Attaching the legs together in this manner gives the jet a sleeker look. I used to fold the legs of my G1 Quickswitch back in jet mode to make the jet not look like a flying box. There's not much to change in this mode. The boat still looks like a boat, but the drill bit is not hanging off the back. I think it looks pretty good when compared to the original toy. The drill bit is gone. Now he's just a tank, no drill. In fact, I used to transform my original G1 toy into a tank mode and not even bother with folding out the drill bit. And that's it. With just the removal of a few parts, the modes of this beautiful toy seem more coherent. Also, the act of actually transforming the toy is easier. Parts don't get in the way of each other, and it's actually faster to transform the toy. Don't get me wrong, I really like this toy, even in its original form. This toy is a better homage to the G1 Quickswitch than what Hasbro did. Their repaint and slight retool of Titan's Return 6-shot just didn't work for me. With these minor changes, however, this toy has more playability. To me, that's what makes a toy. I know this is supposed to be an adult collectible, but I'll always look at Quickswitch as being one of my favorite toys, and now I have a modern take on that toy. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.